Chosen ones, do you ever experience funny behavior from people, even people that you don't even know, just in the street? You experience this funky kind of behavior. Now, hopefully, by the end of this video, it'll clear it up. But they're under demonic possession. They're controlled by external entities that makes them have these characteristics. And the reason why, and I'm not just talking about people of your own age caliber, I'm talking about, it can be any range of people. People just act strangely in your presence. It's because you transcend with such a light and such a powerful energy that it makes these entities uncomfortable. It makes them uncomfortable, and it makes them, like, I've seen old ladies, that will have just start doing some weird types of behavior around my vicinity. I've seen old people do it, young people do it, and they don't even know me. It's because they're under a spell, they're under demonic possession. So when they come into your presence, one of a chosen one that orbits good energy, transmutes good energy and stuff like that, they become very irritated. Their spirits become irritated. They don't know where to do. They'll start scratching themselves. They'll start tapping their foot. They'll be acting all erratic. These erratic kind of agitation movements, because it's just because they're in your energy. It's just because they're in your energy. They'll be getting flustered. And it's because of our powerful energies, chosen ones. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help a brother out. It'll take 2 seconds of your time. But what we got to look at this, we've got to break this down from the spiritual realm. Yeah, you've got to understand that they're not as awake as us. So when they get these thoughts in their head, they think it's them. They don't understand that. I've mentioned in another video talking about be careful of what you think, sort of thing, because not everything we think is us. Now, because these people are not as awake as us, they kind of get conditioned by what they think, by their feelings, and it makes them act irrationally towards us and stuff like that. But if we look at it from, as I just said, from a deeper perspective, from the spiritual realm, there's entities that are plugged into these individuals. They need that, because basically they act as a vessel towards these entities, these devils, however you want to look at it. They act as a vessel, and they're harboring these spirits. They're harboring these spirits, and they're walking with these spirits. But you see, a chosen one, entities wouldn't even want to be around our vicinity. They wouldn't even want to be in our bodies, because we're either praying, we're being thankful to the universe. We've got such a strong presence in our body, such a strong soul, that these own entities can't handle being around us. So they find bodies of people to enter into. And it's not like it can't happen to a chosen one, but I'm just saying that, like, it's uncomfortable for them to be in our body. But they do this to these individuals, and that's why they enter into our lives. So they come through relationships, whatnot, and they're actually entities that are controlling these individuals to be around us, to find out what we're doing, to blockade our path. And that's ones that we know. But you just analyze it when you're out, yeah, and about. You'll just see how your spirit troubles people. And it's only because they're not true within themselves. If they was true within themselves, they wouldn't feel no way. But the chosen people of God, the tribe of the chosen people, are wise beyond their years. They maintain the power of truth. Their old souls, and we know what we're doing. Our soul even knows more than what we even know, so we're still grasping who we are from our soul, because our soul and God is guiding us. So we're getting uncovered pools of information as we go through this life. But these people that we go around, they're under a demonic possession, and as I've mentioned in previous videos, they orbit around us as chosen people. That's why we have to be careful. I always rephrase this message about being careful about who we get involved into relationships with, or who we allow our feelings to go towards. Because if we allow our feelings, if we let these people within our body, in our heart, yeah, imagine the heart is like a glass, and we fill it, we imagine the glass is empty, right? But we fill it with God and the universe and stuff like that. It's completely focused on that, so nothing can really touch us. But the moment we let our guard down and we let someone into our heart, whether it be in a friendship or relationship or something like that, and we start filling this in our heart, and we start adding other things in the heart as well, so just different things like forms of distraction, but main point being, if we add these people into our heart, it will cause us to have less power in our heart, just focused on God and focused on the universe and focused on being a chosen one. So therefore it takes control of us a little bit, and that's why they bring individuals towards us, so we fall for them, or we you know, it starts to take over our heart, it starts to fill up our heart, especially if they're starting to bring drama involved, they're starting to make us argue, they're doing things that are making us just irritating our spirit, yeah, then we'll start getting into confrontations, arguments, things like that, and it will start to manifest and take over our heart. Whereas before, when we was walking without any unnecessary pressures from external forces, because we didn't allow those people in. Now, I'm not saying you can't let no one in, but I'm just saying that you have to be aware that a lot of these individuals are under this demonic influence. They're under this spell. And if we go and let these people into our life, you have to be careful. It's not exactly their fault why they're like that. It's just because they don't have a high enough comprehension of how the world functions and how the world is going on and how the world operates. They don't have a high enough comprehension for that. So we have to think to ourselves, and we have to discern, you know. We have to discern, because there's other chosen people among our tribe. There's other empaths. Do you know what I mean? All chosen ones are empaths. So people say starseed, people say these different terminologies, but we have empathetic abilities as chosen ones, and these individuals that we encounter don't have empathetic abilities, and they're under demonic spells. That's why they think like that. That's why they function on some weird kind of attitudes, weird kind of behaviors. That's why even at the beginning of the video I mentioned, even people that don't know you, they'll have some funny type of behaviors towards you, and they'll just come and be troublesome, and they don't even know you, because you irritate their spirit just with your presence alone, let alone if you spoke out your mouth. It causes a great deal of disturbance to them and who they feel inside themselves. Just by us speaking with the power of our words, we have a very powerful word as chosen people, and we have a very powerful aura. So just be thankful that we have that, because it does keep us safe. It keeps us away from harm's way, and we just need to plug in with our mind and our discernment and our thinking to allow us to prevent us from falling into these toxic environments or toxic places. But just be aware that a lot of people are under this demonic influence, they're under this demonic possession that you encounter on a day-to-day life. They're plugged in with entities, and it's however you want to look at it. Even if you want to look at it like that, as I mentioned in other videos, if you want to check them out, beware of the agents, because it's all the same fundamentals underneath the what we're talking about, whether you talk about them as agents, whether you talk about them as devils, whether you talk about them as spirits, whether we talk about this as God and the devil, or we talk about this as the universe and energy. It's all the same fundamentals at the basis of the thing. So that's why I'm trying to help people understand, from whatever kind of belief system that you hold, right? There is a chosen tribe of God, and we are among that. So anyway, please press the like and subscribe button.